Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and today we're going to be looking at how to take what we've practiced in the sim with creating all of the different treatments. We're going to look at taking our knowledge of our criteria and our constraints, and we're going to pull that all together as we start creating treatments that we could possibly use to help our malaria patients. Now, remember, our criteria are how we're going to decide if our treatments are successful or how successful they are, whereas our constraints are the rules we have to follow. And like any sport or game that we play, if we don't follow those rules, then our treatment can't be used, or we kind of forfeit the right to complete or to use that treatment to combat malaria. So today we're going to continue diving back into our sim and creating some single uh, drug treatments. So we're going to be looking at how to create those single treatments within the sim and how to then collect the treatment data in the malaria treatment testing log. So in the next task, your job will be to add the treatment log to your drive and then dive into the Amplify sim and to create the different single drug treatments that we can make with our three types of drugs. And then you're going to be screenshotting a part of the log into this blue section. So let's take a look. When you add the malaria treatment drive to your sheet to your drive, it looks like this. A little crazy, a little hectic, but don't worry, we'll walk through all of this. This is the home page. If you look down at the bottom here where I'm clicking, the home page is where you're going to have a set of results that show up on the right side, or test comparisons. We'll talk about that in a later video. You're going to have your iterative testing notes. This is where you can record your thoughts, ideas, and notes as you go through creating some different tests and treatments. We have some resource links, which we'll go through here. And then down here, we have the My Optimal Treatment Design. Don't worry about this section or this page for right now. We're actually going to have you go to the isolated variable tests. And here you'll see the single drug comparison test. This is where you're going to go and create some different tests. We have three treatments that you'll see here that you're going to be creating. We have a 7-day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 treatment that uses a small drug dose for our three drugs, A, B, and C. You'll know it's a small drug dose because if you look over at the key, uppercase means large dose, lowercase means small. The different drug types are represented by the different letters, A, B, and C. And then if there's an empty box, that means they didn't use a drug for that day. So if you notice, we're using all 7 versus maybe we would do 6 for other tests that we're doing. But today we're doing 7. Here we'll have the resistance information. Here we'll have the parasite population information. Here we're going to have the costs, and here we're going to have the side effects. So what's going to happen is you're going to go in and you're going to start by creating the treatments that you saw in the previous one. We'll start with all A's, lowercase, for 7 days. And as you saw in the previous one, you'll go in here to day 1, add another day, and you'll do that all the way up to day 7. And you'll obviously do this with the 3 different drugs, starting with A, then going to B and C. Once you have your 7 days all ready to go, you're obviously going to hit test. It'll run the test, and you're going to take this data and you're going to put it, as you see the test results, into here. So we can do the first one together. If you want to take my data, it should be the same as yours, and record it. So the drug resistance for A, B, and C are as follows: 99, 0, and 0. So this would be 99%, 0%, and 0%. Total change in parasite population. That would be here. There was no change. So the population stayed the same. The total cost, $5,250. So 5250. And patient side effect was mild. That's moderate, mild. There we go. And you'll do that for B and C. The goal here is to look at how well these different treatments follow our criteria. How successful are they at minimizing the resistance, the cost, and the side effects, along with whether or not they follow the constraint. Remember, they cannot let the population increase. So you're going to be collecting that data in here, recording some basic observations that you see when you look at them. And then once you've done that, you'll screenshot this whole section here for our task number 9. This is, again, so we can see how well different treatments follow our criteria. Do they make sure they follow the constraints, and begin thinking about what could be the best treatment possible for our malaria patients. So that's how you complete our data table and create our test results, along with how you go in and create your treatments in the malaria page. If you have questions, reach out. Otherwise, good luck.